Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another bullet journal setup video. I know this one's a smidge late. I'm going to make sure my February one is up before February. It took me a little bit longer to get around to editing this one after doing my full 2023 year setup, and I still would like to film. Maybe I'll do that today to try to get up very soon, a flip through of my 2022 bullet journal for you guys, because I love looking back at all the themes I've done for the year. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but those little flip throughs always give me new ideas for what to do for the future and for the new bullet journal spreads. So today we are doing January, and I have done a super simple setup. I actually based this off of somebody else's setup that I saw, and I added a few extra little snowflakey things around. So I will link their video down below if you want probably a better explanation as to how to do everything and, you know, the setup with that, because I totally stole this idea and I want to give credit where credit is due. I basically just wrote January in the center, and I made little snow, drift piles on top of each letter. I saw this and I just thought it was too cute and too perfect. It's so good to have such an easy setup to just get the year started, and it's also super cute with the little snowflakes. I'm using my new zebra mild liners. I got a set for Christmas. I am so excited about these. I'm hoping to get more in the future, but right now I'm trying to limit my spending after the chaos of the holidays. I think everyone can relate to that a little bit. I feel like October through December are really big spending months, and then in January I need to chill out for a bit and recuperate. So basically, I just drew out the mild liner letters first, and then I outlined them to try to prevent any smudging. I do notice that with any kind of highlighter and even a lot of markers, they will smudge over, especially these Pilot pens, but even my fine liners, if I haven't let them dry long enough, which I am very impatient, so of course I usually don't let them dry as long as you're supposed to before trying to go over them with something else, and then I end up with smudges. So I tried to combat that by doing the coloring first, line work after. I think it turned out pretty cute. And on to the next page, which is going to be my monthly calendar and habit tracker. I have gone back to having full little calendar habit trackers. I usually start the year strong with these, so strong, doing really good, and then I fall off at some point, and then I just stop adding them into my journal. But it's January. We're gonna try our best to keep up with these, especially with trying to do new habits. I'm trying to slowly introduce new positive habits into my life. January, I am focusing on doing yoga every day, which I'm really excited about. I love doing yoga. I just usually don't make the time for myself to do that. So it's a little bit of self-care. It's a little bit of movement. It's, health related. It kind of encompasses a lot of different goals all in one. So yoga, 30 days worth. 31, but the little program by Yoga by Adrienne that I'm following is 30 days. So definitely go check her out if you're interested in yoga. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's been really good. Anyways, for the actual setup, I did the same thing with the January lettering, and I've stuck to a little mini calendar that will fit on one page rather than doing a massive one to take up all the space. I do have less pages in this notebook than I am used to having, so I'm trying to find creative solutions to save a little bit of space without compromising the functionality of the bullet journal. So far, I think this is going to work really well. I just have, all the boxes for the days. There's enough space to write in like major holidays or appointments. And then underneath, I have my to-dos for the month. So I have like a general idea of things that I definitely need to get done, whether it be personal or for my Etsy shop. So I really like having a little to-dos. Sometimes in the past I've also done like 3 goals, but we're trying to keep it simple for January. January is about slowly easing into the new year this time around. We're not gonna go full force try to change our lives in 1 month. We are going to slowly work towards positive change. And I just did a little drop shadow to add a little bit more color. I still feel like this looks a little plain, so I might color something else in, or I think I'm gonna add little snowflakes around because I meant to do that and I totally forgot. So I think I will do little snowflakes in that blue color, just scattered around the top of the page. And then the habits side, I did the exact same thing with the lettering, and I did kind of a fancy cursive, not really fancy, just cursive, basic cursive that you learned in do they teach cursive in school anymore? When I learned cursive in 2nd grade, they were like, you will need to learn cursive, you will need to know cursive, you will need to utilize this for the rest of your life. And that was the last time I have ever had to do anything with cursive until I think the SATs, when they were like, rewrite this whole paragraph in cursive, and everyone panicked because nobody knew how to do cursive. And those are the only times I have needed cursive until I started doing bullet journaling and wanted like a fancy, lettering style to use. So let me know, I guess that's dating us. If I have you, let me know in the comments. But if you feel like it, let me know your experience with cursive, and if it was taught in school, if it wasn't something they thought was important to teach you, and like how much they stressed the importance of cursive, because I always found it funny that they thought, we would need it, and it was like, oh, no, we don't. Anyways, I grabbed a little bit of washi tape as well, so I didn't have any snow ones, and I was not going out to buy any more because we are trying not to spend money on random things during the month of January to make up for the holidays. So I used what I have, which is a blue that almost perfectly matches the mild liner with a pretty pattern, and then a white one with little blue roses that I just thought kind of fit the wintry theme. It feels like a winter washi tape to me, even though it is obviously floral. So take with that what you will. I think it looks kind of cute, and I put the white one on top of the blue one, kind of like how the snow is on top of the letters. Very cute. And then for each month, I just drew out a box with all the little squares representing one day that I can X off. And I also did a little snow cap for each of those boxes. Super cute. So the habits I ended up tracking this month are yoga, which I already talked about a little bit. I am also tracking no spend, which I have made some specific rules for myself to follow with the no spending. Obviously, if you want to do that, you don't, have to do my rules, but I made a list of things that are allowed, such as like payments I have to make, toiletries, groceries, cat food, any expenses for Etsy that I happen to need, things like that. I made a list of a few exceptions because I'm going to visit my family for the holidays, so I put fast food as something that's not allowed, but during that trip I will definitely need to because it's a very long drive and I'm gonna have to stop to eat something. So, you know, trying to be flexible. Then some of the other habits I plan on tracking are reading, just whether or not I have read anything that day, skincare, because I'm trying to be better about doing a morning and a nighttime skincare routine, journaling, and just any other workouts that I happen to do in addition to the yoga. So for example, on I think it was the 2nd or the 3rd, I did a 15-minute little full body kind of workout in addition to the yoga, and then I hurt for the next 2 days. So we have not done another like full-on workout yet because that turned into like 45 minutes of working out. So we're taking it slow. We are building up. We are making progress every day. And I also just added a little drop shadow to all of those boxes as well. And that's going to be about it for the habit page. And then I'm just showing you how it's going to look filled out just a little bit since I did film this on, I think, the 2nd of January. Or yeah, it must have been the 2nd of January. So just a little X in each box, nothing crazy, super simple. And I also filled in New Year's Day as the holiday on that other side. And here's kind of a mini flip through of how everything turned out. I'm quite happy with it. This is how I'm setting up my weeklies. So it's just going to be like a rolling weekly. I put the calendar in the corner, and then I have space under that to write any notes. And then I'm just going to draw a line with my mild liner, write the day of the week and the number, and then list anything going on that day that I need to worry about. And that's it. Very simple, nice, easy bullet journal setup for January. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!